keeps doing this thing where it repairs files randomly while I'm filming. Sort it out, GoPro. Send us the firmware, please. So by this point, I've taken out the other two gears just to have a look. They seem perfectly fine. Like everything else in the gearbox looks flawless. Type of plate, everything. The other two gears look perfectly fine. So by this point, I'm like, this makes no sense, bro. It's a brand new gearbox. I've sorted out the motor correct. It's just this one gear which would say make you feel like it's the motor, right? So I've got other set, whatever this gear is called, the first one that touches into the motor. I've got other versions of these. I've got better of them. I take in it, like they lie around. Sometimes I get rid of them. Sometimes they're around. I take some stuff recently, so I had some around. So just as a test, I don't even put the gearbox fully in a gun. I just put one in and just run the cycle. It seems to be cycling perfectly fine. So I'm like, oh, on the day what had happened was I think I'm gonna have to work out what it's called. I think it's called the pinion gear. But essentially the gear, so this is the motor section, right? The gear that's the first contact, that gear. So I'm like, oh, essentially that one was just worn. But this is what doesn't make sense to me, and this is why what my boy said to me is relevant. This thing was on the wall. So I'm like, did this thing sell and then come back? And he, like the tech didn't check it over or pull that one from stock and send it back to the supplier and get a new one. But anyways, I'll come back there. So I've chucked the new one in, ran my little cycle, that's running perfectly fine. So by this point, I'm like, there's no point stressing these lot out at Modern Warrior, asking for a refund, because I'm emotionally connected to this gearbox now. Like, if you play the sport, you'll know what I'm saying. Like, there's points where you're like, oh, fuck it, just send it back. And then there's points where you're like, oh, brother, I'm so far into this deal. It's like computers. Once you put money into them, you're like, oh, bro, I put a new hard drive into it, or I bought this software for it, or do you get what I'm saying? So, by this point, I'm not even trying to send it back. I'm not even trying to stress them about it. Because I'm like, if that's all it is, just a gear, fuck it, run it. But I put it all back together, and this is when I put the new trigger in, because I bought this trigger from them on that day. So I love a silver trigger. So I put that trigger in, because again, I'm not even trying to bring this back by this point. I'm like, I haven't done anything much. I've just put in a new one of those gears, and I've just chucked in a trigger because I bought it at that shop, your own shop that I just bought the gearbox from, and let's see how we get on. So I put it back all together. Semi's working calm, but again, still that auto issue. So by this point, I'm like, I can't use what they're calling MOSFET or what I'm calling wiring. I can't use it because I need the ability to have the auto function, or at least the ability to switch it off, because then I can just semi-lock it and just call this a DMR, because that's how they competitionally lay out this kind of stuff, or gameplay lay out this stuff. So I'm like, I need the shop's help, because I can't spend £85 and still have to replace the ETU. Like, right now, I can't even get a month, a week out of it. So by this point, I'm pondering for a couple of days, because I'm like, again, I don't really want to refund this, because the easier thing would be install back the trigger, reinstall their fucked up gear, and just say, can I have my money back? You know what I'm saying? And I wish somebody just said to me, I beg you, do that. Put back the trigger in, put back the shit gear, and we'll give you back your money. You know what I'm saying? And make sure it's in original packaging. I wish they were just clear about that. Because I would have probably just done it in the end, because like I said, I have contacts, bro. I could have just phoned somebody or ordered from a website, buy the EMG. There's bare of these things. Patrol Base sell it, 120 quid. Would have costed me 20, 40 quid more, whatever, but there's options. Even Novorich, they won't cost 100 quid. Simon, they won't cost, I think it's like 90 quid, 100 quid, 80 quid, somewhere around there. So there was options. I was just trying to give these men a try, bro. My local shop, whatnot. Cool. So by this point, I'm just pondering. It's been a couple of days. I'm pondering. I'm like, oh, I want my gun up and running. Look how beautiful the thing is. I'm gonna have to create a little logo that says repair repair break. The camera wanted another repair footage break. I don't know why, bro. GoPro, y'all need to sort it out. I made sure I bought something slightly older to avoid these dramas, and look, still having firmware issues. But And my eyes are burning, man. Hay fever is so not nice. Probably isn't wise that I'm rubbing my eyes. It's in the gun for maybe another 5 to 7 days. Airsoft Cowboy, this is where I said he shouts me this one more time. We decide to go out. By this point, I'm pondering whether to bring the gun, because this day, I'm more just going because he wants something from the shop. I'm willing to look because, like I said, I can see that, I saw last time that there's bare stuff for M4 gearboxes. And you know me, I like my stuff fine-tuned, so I was like, oh, even if I just buy one thing or two things, you know what I'm saying, it might make sense. I don't have to buy a £100 ETU or £70 ETU. This might just be some gears or a spring, or, do you know what I'm saying? Like little things that can make my life easier, like the trigger, because the trigger looks so pang, bro. It looks so pang, bro, compared to that thing that was in there. And I'm gonna have to change it again today, because I'm installing another ETU, and I think the ETU requires the trigger that comes with it. So we'll give that a test. So, out of good vibes, I don't even bring the GoPro this day, because you see, there was no ill intent. I just wanted advice, like, what do you guys advise me to do? So I've chucked the gun in the bag, we've gone to the store, I've apologized to, because there was a lady and a guy in there, a guy with an hearing aid, a lady, blonde lady with glasses. I've apologized straight away to the lady, because a few days before I've called to try and find a fix for this. I think this is why I'm still pondering what to do next. I've called maybe middle of the week and I've said to her, I've explained everything I just told you guys. And she's basically saying to me, call the tech that works for the store. But we've had so much run-ins with this guy that I know that that's not a solution. And you might think, oh, how do you know that? I know this because I've given him guns and he's had the guns for 3 months and he hasn't even looked at them. Sean gave him not even Sean, Airsoft Cowboy gave him, bro, he's given him about 4 projects. One of them the guy didn't look at. One of them the guy claims there was a problem and it wasn't a problem, because the gun is still working till this day untech'd. And then the other time, I think the guy just said he did something that he didn't. So imagine you charging somebody for something and the thing isn't done. Like, say the guy opens his gearbox and that thing ain't there. It's, bro, some stuff. But anyway, it's cool. So when she's trying to offer me that as reassurance to my problem, I'm like, you don't get it. I need this gun fixed yesterday. I need this gun fixed last week, because I spent the £85 for a drop-in system that should be working. If I bought a half gearbox or a boneyard part, I get it. I can't chase you guys like this, but it's apparently meant to be brand new. So I get in, but oh yeah, so on that day, I end up getting frustrated and just locking off the phone on her, because I basically spent 85 quid on this, whatever, the 110 for the other bits or whatever, and like, you're basically telling me, bring it to the guy who's gonna take 3 months and not look at it. If I wanted to wait 3 months, I would have just smashed the gun up myself. Do you get it? It just didn't, so that's why I locked off the phone. So on approach, I apologized to her straight away. Lean mind in the office. So sorry about the other day, just a bit frustrated. I've spent a lot of money and just really wanted a fix. Explained myself. She took it well. Don't worry about it. Kind of understood. It's why I didn't take it personal. Call you back or nothing like that. Cool. The RNA guy, you can see he's moving a bit funky, but he ends up saying, yeah, don't worry about it, it happens. Not this, he says, don't worry about it, cool. We look around the shop, bam, 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 we decide the stuff we're grabbing. I go back to the counter, I'm like, big man, this gun, I need to actually chat to you about it. He calls Ricky. Now, I already told them where I stand with Ricky. Why would you call Ricky? Plus, I have Ricky's number. So why would you tell me to call Ricky, and also why would you call Ricky? Because what's he gonna do for me? And I know what they're gonna say, oh, he could have a look at it, but the guy is gonna, even if he does, he's gonna take so long that I'll probably not need the gun anymore. I'll probably build another one in the time that so it would be pointless, right? Throughout this phone call, I can hear Ricky at points is trying to offer him advice, but this guy as a shop counter keeper or that day isn't like, you can just see he's just not good at what he does in that light. I don't know, he must do a lot of great stuff for the store, so I'm not knocking him as a character, but he just struggled, because I could, from what he was saying out his mouth, I was like, but Ricky's trying to offer me a refund, but I can see. So I'm like, why are you not trying to offer me? At one point I even say to them, if it's a refund thing, obviously the part's in my gun in it, so if you want, you'd have to chop me some tools if that's alright, because we're in the office, so we're in a warehouse / office area. So they can get me tools, bro. There's tools right in there because that's where the tech station is. And I'm saying to him, it's going to be a refund. Obviously, you're going to need your gearbox back, right? Oh, but I need the original packaging. Why did you not say that at first? So that was my first thing. You wait for me to give a big explanation, tell you I'll take down the bits, because it's not really that hard to take down if you know what you're doing, without damaging something and all of that. So after that, what happens? We go back and forth for a bit, and it gets to a stage where I'm frustrated, so I'm like, just leave it, man, because I can see you're not trying to help me. He basically decides to get frustrated with me, even though he's the shop guy that day, you know, and he's basically like saying, I can't even remember what it was that triggered me, but he just kept on going on and on. And by this point, I've said to him, like, I said 3 minutes ago, leave it. Because at one point, I even had a magazine to refund, and this magazine just cost £10, you know, nobody's trying to pull a snidey on them. And keep in mind, I've spent hundreds of pounds over the last couple of months or whatever. Yeah, even at points, like, some could argue thousands, because I bought team members there and we're doing a mad thing in the shop that day. But anyway, it's cool. But even with the mag, he was like, oh, original packaging. I'm like, bro, I was literally here 7 days ago. You saw me. And why do you need original packaging? Oh, so we can sell it again. Or if we don't have original packaging, we can't sell it again. But I'm like, brother, I just told you there's a fault with the mag. Why would you package it and sell it again? You can see he's getting frustrated. So it comes to the stage where we're going back and forth about the gearbox and dumb comments he's making, because at one point he even says, oh, I shouldn't even want to help you because you're disrespecting my stuff. So I look at him like, you're fucking nobody, bro. You're just a fucking robot that walks around the shop so the boss can go and live his life. Don't forget who you are, bruv. But your staff. And the fact that you're saying I disrespected your stuff, I disrespected nobody. And when I did something out of character, like hang up the phone, if you notice, my first thing I did when I came in the shop was apologize to her and said, my bad. Upset, just spent some money, and I just don't feel like I'm being dealt with correctly. So I basically put him in his place, long and short. I didn't like swear or nothing like that, but I had to school him on consumer rights, because I'm like, this idiot doesn't get it, bro. I know I'm correct, but cool, I'll take my shit, I'll take my L, but don't expect me to spend my money here. So I spin to Airsoft Cowboy, and I'm like, what did you need to get here? Grab what you need to grab, and yeah, let's bounce, because I ain't spending my money back here. So I'm talking loudly, not threatening nobody, I'm just saying things to them like, you guys actually messed up, because I'm a good customer. All I was asking you to do was help me finish my build that I came and spent my money with you when I could have went to anyone else. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to hear it. So by this point, he's still trying to chat to me. So I said to him, bro, shut up, I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to, if you notice, I'm not smashing up the shop, I'm not disrespecting anyone, I'm not doing anything, I'm not violently attacking you. Shut up and leave me alone. I'm waiting for my boy to make his purchase, and I'll leave. If I want to open my mouth and say, I don't think I'm going to come here and spend money anymore, I'm allowed to say that, because I'm sitting here with £85 worth of gearbox that half works. Fucking thing won't do. And you know what, let me show you that quickly, guys, so you know I'm not capping. £85 worth of gearbox in a gun I love, that you're telling me you don't want to help, and people telling me they can't refund mags and my gearbox because I don't have original packaging, which, just to be clear, I do. There it is, original packaging. So I'm gonna go and bring it back, just to be petty, but I said it because I wanted to see if, when in need, could I get support from people that I go and spend lots of money with, and the real answer that day was no. So I said specifically to Airsoft Cowboy, like, I'm not biased. Please go and buy the mag you came for. I don't want my argument to mess anything up for you. But I'm going to stand on business. You won't be getting my pennies anymore. Now, I wanted to explain that just because you probably won't see any content on this page from us going there or in their shops or reviewing their stuff, and it's because of this encounter. I just feel like, how dare you? And it's such a shame, because I know the main man who owns everything. He's cool. He'll probably phone me and we could fix this. But I'm like, how is your staff behaving like that? And when I look at myself, yeah, people might have been upset I hanged up the phone on somebody, but I'm the customer who paid my money and is not getting no support. And if I broke something or did something wrong, hold me accountable, but I did not. Let me show you this quick so you guys can actually see. because I know they'll be saying, oh, but there's nothing wrong with the gun or the gearbox. So look, no noise. I've just connected the battery. You said it's a MOSFET. Where's my noise? So I know there's no MOSFET. This is a basic wiring in there. So you charge me £85 for something that shouldn't cost even £85. But cool, besides the point. So I'm gonna flip down to semi. See? Semi is fine. I've even had to change up the spring because I want, I just want a certain performance. I've even re-shimmed the motor, that's why it sounds so clean cut. See what I'm saying? Very clean shot. But look, the moment I flip the gun into auto, yeah? You see that? It's like it switches off the MOSFET or the so-called MOSFET. Even if I go back to semi, nothing. I will have to unplug, plug, and only then will I get again. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is after me changing that gear that connects straight to the motor. That's why I believe now the gun sounds so efficient and reliable, because now the gears are ready. It's like, yeah, first shot, you want another? Next shot. Whenever you're ready to press that trigger, brother, I'm ready to go. That's how I feel like the gun's behaving. It weren't doing that before. I'm still worried about the lack of auto thing, because it shows me that there is something wrong with this ETU that they're calling all this wiring. So what I've done is I bought a Delta Armory ETU system, basic one, because I don't think they do anything higher than this, to be fair. I wish they would. So Delta Armory, if you ever want to sponsor somebody, sponsor me, because I love your guns. I got all my guns in your bodies. That sounds so mad. That sounds so mad. I'm so sorry, but essentially all my rifle gearboxes are in Delta Armory bodies. So that's a gem for you guys. But yeah, so I wanted to share it because I don't want to sit here and bitch about them, because I've had great experiences there. I just think that one experience really left me in a position where I'm like, I'm going to return that mag and I never want to spend enough money there. And I was just like, I think it's relevant for me to showcase this, because remember I said about what my boy said? The thing probably did get sold to somebody and then came back, which is why it was still there after 2 years. And to not be willing to offer me any real support after spending so much money, and even outside of the money, even if that's the only thing I came and bought, come on man. We're players who we spend our last money to try and enjoy the sport, and this is how you're going to treat me. So I just kind of want to share it and say that once I'm done doing what I'm doing and you see this amazing project I end up with, I hope you guys burn because of it, because at the end of the day, that money could have, number one, been spent with you, and number two, it's your shop I could have been bragging about, which I won't be doing about anymore. I just kind of want to put the video up because you guys will see in the beginning of the video, like, we were so excited. We were genuinely so excited, only to end up here. Make it make sense, man. But like, share, subscribe. I was gonna take the gun down on camera, but I feel like even me, I need a little break, a 20-minute breather, and then I will do the work. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Let's make Airsoft great again. And you know what? Let's hashtag that. Let's make Airsoft great. That's why I did this video. It's been fucking long, because I started this video at 12, I think it was 12 something, 12:15, 12:30. So it's basically taken an hour and 15 minutes. But I think this is it's relevant. Let's make Airsoft great again. And we can only do that by addressing things like this. You guys are suppliers. You have a duty of care to me, and I genuinely ain't a scumbag trying to rob your store, bro. I come and spend good money. Help me out. Or when I'm coming to spend money, turn me away, because then I know never to spend money there in the first place to even be in this position. But it's alright. I'm a tech. I'm gonna spend the money and sort this issue and end up with the riff that I wanted. Alright? Peace, people. I would share this with you guys. So I'm gonna try and show you guys as much as I can, because I've already done removed the old MOSFET. It turns out that, so this is more for my people who followed through that Modern Warfare video or Modern Warrior video. This is what was inside the gearbox. Never seen one of these. It says something, but I'm struggling to make out what it says. So I'll probably try and Google model number at some point and get back to you on where it is. Maybe one of y'all know what that is. It looks similar to my level ETU, so maybe they're not lying. It is some kind of MOSFET. Similar trigger type system. The Eagle one I've put in is much better. And it's brand new, so we shouldn't have none of the dramas I was having. Plus it's a double Eagle system going in a double Eagle gun, so I think that's a really cool addition there. Do I change the nozzle? So do you see what I mean? This was the whole point I was trying to make in the other video, was if I have to essentially rebuild the whole gearbox, I might as well have just gone through that process, right? That I was saying before, because it's almost like I'm having to anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? In doing this, I'm having to anyway. But it is what it is. I have a few ideas of things I want to change out. Like for example, their nozzle setup was this one, which looks a lot better. It's brand new, obviously. But I want to change my one to the double Eagle one. And I'm looking at it, they look basically the same, to be fair. The air seal on the double Eagle is probably better. The teeth look near enough. Do you know mad? What's mad? They kind of look basically the same, interestingly. So just to be clear, I'm going to change out the ETU. So you saw the two, I've already changed the ETU. So it's the Eagle that's in there now. The only thing is I don't like the way the shim is sitting, man. It's like the moment you tighten it, it sits funny. Yeah, and I don't want it to do that. Because I feel like it's rubbing against one of the chips and I don't want that. So it's like they've given you shims that's a bit too wide on one side. But that will cause any major issue, but still, just to be safe, because I only just see that look now, that's that chip. So I feel like some of these chips are light, like light sensor chips, so you can't really afford for something to cover them, if I'm correct. I might be wrong, but better to be safe than sorry. I've only just realised it. And it's the mountain screw. There's a lot of play on this ETU though. I don't like how much play there is inside the gearbox. It's like it moves up and down, which I don't really like. But I guess once everything's in it and it's in the shell, everything will be snug together. So this is just me overthinking. Now I'm here, I don't kind of want to change it now. So maybe ignore me, maybe I won't change it because the air seal on it is alright, no? Oh, really? Clumsy, guys. Sorry, it's because it's late, man. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like dying from hay fever as well, so that's probably not helping me. 2 seconds. Yeah, man, the air seal was perfectly fine. I'm just gonna leave it. I think the one thing I will change, so I'll put this to one side. It's just good to know that I've got it there because this is a double Eagle system and I really wanted to try that inside this gearbox because I feel like those two paired together, oh my gosh, would be mad. But it seems like the system that's in there is alright for the moment. So the only thing I'm gonna change at this stage is my nozzle. because I've been saying it for months now. Like months now. I need a metal nozzle in this riff. So let's stop talking about it and let's do it. Because this is a bit much. I'm going to sort myself out. So that's in. Let's chuck this back in then. Because most of it, basically, like, you know, they say, if something isn't broke, and don't judge my teching skills tonight, guys. Please, I'm half asleep, I'm tired. Struggling to see out of these eyes because of hay fever. Not that I'm doing anything wrong tonight, but this would be a lot more organized and efficient. Oh my gosh, this hay fever, man. Allow me. But I just thought I'd take you guys on the journey. So you guys see when the providers fail us, what we have to go through. And I think even before I chuck this in, let me chuck my gears back in quick. Because I've already got them roughly worked out how they should be shimmed. So some of these I'm gonna just re-grease a little bit just so that they, because you can see like where, like I said, where it's that last gearbox was sat, in on the shelf. You can just see it's drying out in some areas, and what I don't want to do is forget to just grease it in between, and then these be the things that fill the gun. Sounded alright, but because we was having that auto issue, I worry about that. I'm like, maybe, oh, we don't want to cover that though. Maybe, I worry like at times, maybe that was what was causing the problem I was having, or, do you get what I'm trying to say? I worry about these things. It might not be, but it does leave space to ask. Do you know what I'm saying, at least? So, that's all. So I'm just greasing the shim. Essentially just trying to make sure there's oil and grease in the areas that are going to make contact. My shims are already on there. Let's take off some of that grease because I can see there's a little thing, and you don't want that to overly get hit with grease just in case it's a sensor. Okay. Anti-reversal latch. Little trick, don't set it yet. Have I got it the wrong way? Okay, no. Boom. Chuck that in there, and I'll do more in-depth videos, but this is just to show you guys the stuff I had to go through just to get this gun back up and running when it should have already been done. Oh, the nozzle. Let me change that nozzle out quickly. But this nozzle is good, there's nothing wrong with it, but I did say I wanted to upgrade my nozzles, so I've gone for CNC aluminium double O ring air seal one from Max. And I went for 21.25. I wanted 21.22, but yeah, they never had that one in stock, unfortunately, so I went with the next best thing. I went with the next best thing. I wouldn't have bothered. I wouldn't bother, basically. Because like I said, the stock one is alright. Yeah, that kind of flows nice like that. Probably need to wear it in a little bit, but I guess that's what that O-ring's for. So we're gonna just line that up as well. Trigger. Let's try and get this trigger done. Ideally, I want to use my old trigger, but apparently the new trigger works via a magnet, so I don't think I can use my old trigger, which is kind of a shame. But the good thing is they send you one and it comes with like an adjustable thing, so fingers crossed that one works really well. And they send you all the bits and stuff to go with it, so far so good. They even send you like a bag of like other bits and bobs you may need. Spares as well, which I like when companies do that. That's nice. They're thinking of us. I love the fact that Delta Armory makes their own parts and not everything's third party. That's something I really do respect. It's a magnet trigger. I'm still a bit confused how it works, but we'll see once I install it. Because I think I get the science to it. I just want to see if it works as well as they're making out, basically. Chuck that one back in. I should hold that in place, but it's so annoying because you have to connect that and connect that and move the trigger in. It's such an annoying thing, and I hate doing this when I'm like tired. When I'm rested, I do this stuff in like 10 seconds, but when the brain is tired, it just doesn't operate how it should. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze that trigger also in. There we go. And then what I'm gonna try and do is press. Oh shit, you know what I should have done? It's gonna lift out. It's gonna lift up. I should have aligned the shims in the other side. Don't ping. Okay, I'm gonna align the shims in the other side just so that I don't have too much moving around to get the other side of the shell on, because the worst thing is when you manage to line up everything on this side and then it's literally just the shims not going in place or something. Especially when your brain is tired, because trust me, I want my bed, but we got tasks to complete, people. Close that up so you move that red thing out the way that you see earlier. And then now I'm gonna try align the anti-reversal latch without undoing what I just did. And then try and get the rest of the gears lined up. Something doesn't feel like it's seating. It's not the cylinder. Yeah, let me just put it down one time. Because the thing is, when you're at this stage, the worst thing that you want to do is force something together that's out of line by like a milli-inch and almost cause a bigger problem in your gearbox. So yeah, just undo it. Let me just double check the shims. Shims look roughly alright.